we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They start the drive with Cook. Dances by him. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. This defense for the Jets, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Hall to start the drive. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And the Bills are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him, everybody, to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Paul again.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Hall.
And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Wilson trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go play action with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Zerline's kick. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Allen off the bootleg. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Duke Dawson picks it.
And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and goal. Allen sliding out of the pocket. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. And a completion to Wilson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet 1st down. Back to the ground with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 77 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second and long. Allen. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
We got three.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On second down, a run with Hall. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 29, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, good move.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Okay, here we go.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
53 yards.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Room here to run. There he goes, right side.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 136 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
James Cook
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in.